battle music. Dun, 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 dun. Well, TRK, you know, we're playing some Elder Scrolls music. These guys are getting ready. Steven's side, I think Steven's set. Ooh, custom counters at the bottom. Someone's got. Is this Steven's custom game? See what happens. So, for people tuning in, we had a great Pokemon Highlander monthly at Spanky's Card Shop. We, no one's fault, you know, had some late show-ups. I know there's some schedule controversy. We actually ran out of time. And again, nothing wrong with Spanky's, great venue. They had to get out at 6. There was some banking on the last Magic round happening, but I think they split the prizes, which is totally fine. So what we decided to do is Sax and Steven are playing the final round of the tournament, 2 out of 3 on the simulator. And then tonight we will announce the results. Decks will be archived. The world will be finally getting together and realizing, hey, this would be a great match. And because of that, we are inspired to make society a better place. You heard it here, folks. You heard it here. We are waiting on Sax right now. He can't do last-second deck adjustments, so you know who knows what's going on. Maybe he's hitting the dial-up internet. He's like, "Oh, come on, computer." Yeah. That actually, I heard that might be the RNG manipulation he's looking for. Thank you. Let me get that. You know what's funny, TRK, is he tried to sneak one by in the messages today, and he's like, can I flip off screen at my house? I'm like, no, use the coin that everyone's using in the simulator, Sax. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be fun. I know both decks that are being played. I have both their lists, but obviously I'm not going to share it. As you can see, Steven is already tuned into the stream, which is totally fine. I can't see either player's hand. There's no sniping going on. Both these players, very good. Steven has been playing for years, since 2016. He just happened to be around when me and some of my friends were playing in the early days of Highlander. And as he quotes, Standard was getting stale for him, so he was like, whoa, this looks awesome, and he's been playing ever since. Sax, pretty new player. You know, he could definitely just start to weaponize that still to have people underestimate him. But that's going to wear off in a few months. Sax brought a playbook, you know, to the in-person event. I don't see a giant spiral object. You know, let's check around the field. I think this is Steven's game, so I don't see any custom notebook. But, you know, Sax probably has like 10 tabs about all of Steven's tendencies and his virtual tells. Sax is really cooking something. It must have left the pie in the oven. You know, we'll give him a little bit. You know, it is 6:01, but you know, we're not going to give him crap. If you hear someone join the voice chat, it'll probably be for a ruling question. But if you were an Alanis Gateway, hello, thanks for tuning in. Oh. There he is! Alright. Hey, how's it going, Adory Bull? About to watch a 2 out of 3 set. It's gonna be great. Got some custom counters here. It's pretty funny. So, I'll give you a quick rundown while they're setting up. Steven's playing his classic, famous water deck. Starmie, Greninja, Quaquaval, Frosmoth. The gang's all there. He's done a good job at optimizing how to streamline water energy retrieval and use Greninja's Water Shuriken. Sometimes Greninja breaks Giant Water Shuriken to stream fast damage anywhere, and he hasn't even attacked yet. That's crazy. Hey, K-Willie. Okay, hold on. Chat, you know, I just want to let you guys know. I want to let everyone know. K-Willie showed up to this exact tournament. He got his rounds done, you know. But K-Willie ran Gardevoir with Ribombee, and it was an awesome deck. He was streaming 90 damage Power Lock via Psychic Lock, Mega Gardevoir. Sax was like, what? Actually, he didn't say what that many times. He's matured as a player. But K-Willie, I can't wait to see, you know, his future career in Highlander. Oh, so anyway, you know, I'm glad you guys are all here. You know, this is going to be quite the show. And while we're waiting, I'd like to make an announcement. No, this isn't about the big update. That's its own announcement. That's off the stream. Nice try. I know some of you trying to get the leaks, trying to go through like my Google Drive on Highlander. No, it's not there yet. Hold on. All right, so while they're setting up, announcement. The online monthly will be the Saturday after this one. So June 10th. The time will probably be about the same. We'll get the time straight down, but I can guarantee you the online monthly is June 10th, Saturday. Guess what? The in-person monthly is a week later. So the 17th, in-person monthly. And those events will be made Oh, we're rebooting the game. Oh, okay. They want... They're telling me it's commentator time. But guess what? There's no Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde here. I'm not going to change personalities to... Tonight on ESPN, Greninja versus Heliolisk. Who will win? What? We're just hanging out, you know? Ooh, see, they're making it big time official. Look at this. Oh, alright. So the players are organizing their extra decks. They just want to downright show what they're playing. They know what each player's, you know, capable of. They don't know each other's full lists. I'm not gonna leak the lists, you know. That's right, Adorable. You know, you got a week and a half. But here's the thing. There's gonna be a big update Friday. Big update. So make what you want to make, but just keep that in mind. No card changes. That's it. No more. I know some of you are trying to get leaks. Nope. Just wait. That's it. Now this is 2 out of 3. They got to flip for first or second. Oh, they are getting everything set up. You see these little water counters? So that's for Steven's gonna play Vaporeon. Maybe not. You know, that's the thing. Vaporeon's in the deck, but what if this whole set, Sax has all the counter plays ready? Vaporeon will never hit the board. Did I just leak Sax's strat? I did read all his notes at the tournament. I didn't see it, but who knows what was at the end of the spiral, you know? Okay, Audrey, there you go. Yeah, I will just be blunt with usernames. What's on there? What's funny is, you know, I've had people, you know, obviously my first name's Elhannon, my middle name's Pete, but people call me Pete all the time. Totally fine. And then, you know, the username, my competitive username I've used since 2006, Spire Fan, my first competitive username. A lot of people will just say Spire for short, but me, if I see the username on the screen, I'll say it if I know it's their username. See, you almost got me there. We're not doing the classic radio trick where someone gets on and, like, you know, has Hugh, last name Jazz. You know, haha, oh, got me. No, see, the real trick is you show me the birth certificate where your name is Hugh and your last name is Jazz. Now you got me. Oh, we got the Yamper coin debut. Steven, sticking with the theme. See, now, this is important. Before they actually start the match, 7 minutes past the schedule, no fault to them. Actually, this takes a while to set up. This is our first non-online monthly. It's not even a scrim. This is a tournament match. But Sax is trying to optimize coin flips here. So that was a good flip. See, no matter the result, that was a good flip. You know, they can start whenever. I don't know if they're waiting on me. It was best of 3 because we had 4 entrants. And again, no problem on the people that couldn't show up. Like, I got messages the day of saying I can't make it. And both of those reasons were actually really sad. I won't share it on stream. It's like very medical related stuff. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Hopefully they can make it to the next one. So we were going to have about like 6, 7, 8. But it went down to 4, which is totally fine. Whenever it hits 4, to compensate because players want to get more games in, 2 out of 3. Hey, how's it going, Justin? Man, I feel like, you know, we're just on this giant combo train for streams, you know? When do I get my Spire neon sign? You know, I saw your Samus one. You know, I do have some connections. Oh, we're starting. Well, they're setting up. Now remember, see, I can't see their hand. Oh my gosh, okay. Yeah, the Samus neon sign is nuts. I'll work on that, Justin. I have some connections. You know, the Spire neon sign. Now remember, for people joining that have only played standard TCG, you get to choose your prizes. 13 card hand, and you choose your prizes, which is huge because experienced players like Steven, and shoutouts to Ryan Green, they know to take full advantage of this mechanic, this rule. They will store crucial momentum swinging cards like Lysander and Guzma that pull up a Pokemon, store it in the prizes. Wait for that mid-late game. Pull up that crucial Pokemon that was going to knock out their attacker. Done. Lock it in. You win. Another good play. I know Steven is playing Professor Juniper or Research, which says discard your hand and draw 7. Remember, all this commentary, I can't see their hand. This is based off knowledge of what I saw at the tournament. I've seen their lists. I'm not going to actually give out the list because the other person might be listening. But Steven's playing Professor's Research. There is a play where that might be his only supporter. So he's going to have to put a bunch of crucial Pokemon and energy in his prizes to not discard them. And then he gets his hand to 7. Well, you know what, Justin? I'm glad you got the present, you know? And I'm glad you learned and grew as a person. And it caught my attention. I was like, oh my gosh, look at that sign. You know, if you display that sign at another angle, I might... That stream might, you know, hit Metroid, you know, the Metroid forums. You're getting close. And of course, that'll be the stream where Justin's like, and, you know, censored. I don't have a censor soundboard, so I can't add for like comedic effect and timing right here. But that will be the stream that gets shared. Well, Sax is struggling for the final prize. He's probably got every single fully evolved Pokemon in his hand that he plays. That can happen. Oh, he decided on something. Alright, we're starting. Steven's going first. We got Staryu versus Emolga. Both actually really good starts. Emolga is a fully evolved Pokemon, and really strong. You look at that first attack, Call for Family, search your deck for 2 basic Pokemon, put on your bench. Done. Fast, instant setup. Oh, and we see this almost every set. Steven's deck is so consistent, he's running multiple Arita to grab Froakie and his VIP Pass. VIP Pass says if you play this during your first turn, you grab 2 basic Pokemon. So, as you can see, he's got an empty bench right now, first turn. But now, because of his opening play with Arita, he's about to load his bench with a bunch of Pokemon. And we already saw Froakie. Greninja, you know, big part of the main plan in his deck. So Staryu's got a nice, cool attack for Swift. It can pierce through all these abilities, bypass defenses, really good. Cosmic Draw, in a pinch, is nuts. Now, of course, Sax doesn't have any evolved Pokemon. Emolga's a basic, fully evolved basic. So he's not going to get that fatty 3 card. K. Willie knows. K. Willie played Steven. He played Sax at this tournament. K. Willie's, you know, going through the past memories. But I bet K. Willie's got that notepad document open. You know, and then I'll win the next one. And then, actually, you know, K. Willie took Sax to sudden death. You know, that was kind of archived on the Discord. So keep track of K. Willie. People joke about the Pokemon Highlander PR. Stop. It's about just playing, okay? And K. Willie plays good. yeah, copy Sax, yeah. That's funny. Well, don't copy Sax's notes. You know, I bet Sax is already on page 5. You know, he's also writing his autobiography in there. Outsold at every Barnes & Nobles, because they won't take it. Alright, oh, okay, we got the retreat into Psyduck. Now, he already attached per turn. He cannot use Psyduck's attack Headache. Headache is nuts early game. Headache is nuts the whole game. 10 damage, but if you flip heads, it's just a harsh trainer, supporter, stadium lock. Because it's a newer card, and the newer cards, when they say trainer, it's an umbrella statement over all 3. That's right, Kuda. Gotta add those new friends. You know, that's how you build a LinkedIn. You just go on the PRs. Now, I'm not saying most of them would be employed, but, alright. Sax is going second, so when you go second, you get to attach 2 energy. Sax opens with Collector. Now, Sax is running a cool deck. He actually kept this deck underground until the tournament. Obviously, I saw the list a few days before, but Sax loves... Sax, I'll give him credit. Sax started the quote, "I'm cooking." Before that, Alanos Gateway was not using the term, "I'm cooking." You can go in the archives, you can search cook, and you won't find it. But then once Sax showed up, he's been saying, "I'm cooking." And he kind of cooked. This is a good deck. So, he opens Collector and Letter. Letter's nuts. Just a free 2 basic energy. It's not a supporter, so you can double up with Collector, just get a bunch of resources. We got the Lightning DCE. Emolga's got free retreat. That's another great thing about Emolga as a start. Corkscrew Punch for... Oh, Psyduck's weak to grass! Hey! Right as it said Sax is cooking, he saw the opportunity. DCE Lightning hit Psyduck for the grass weakness. Oh, you know, I posted that type matchup chart on the database. Sax going crazy. All right, back to Steven's turn. Man, I'm like, oh yeah, here we go. You know, I'm like a golf commentator. Oh yes, we see the setup with Pokemon energy. It'll take. No, he's just damaged from the get-go. He's already putting Steven on the run. Okay, this is scary though. Here's the thing. Basculegion, this is the Hisuian Basculegion. So he's not fully evolved. And he just did it. He evolved, and he's going to go for Grudge Dive. Grudge Dive says, if one of your Pokemon were knocked out last turn, this attack does 70 damage for 1 water. And they're confused. Oh, he's doing the level ball. So, okay, here's the thing. Okay, Sax went for the early blitz, but Steven has a lot of, like, structural defense and momentum. You're seeing right here that Steven's like, that was cute. Alright, my turn. And so, bam, here comes the 70 damage revenge. It's going to knock out Grubbin, and Sax is going to lose his DCE and his lightning attachment. He got a prize, but also, you know, depending on how much recovery Sax is running, who knows if we'll see Vikavolt this match. Well, Justin, you know, it depends on the audiobook. If it's Star Wars related, you know, let's talk. You know, I got George Lucas on speed dial. Even though he sold, you know, Star Wars, he's like, I got the bypass. I could tell Disney that Spirefan gets to read any of these Star Wars books that he wants to. So, like I said, Sax is sold out at Barnes & Noble, but as Barnes & Noble has adapted to the metagame of people not wanting to read as much, by the way, go read. Yeah, there's a market. Anyway, he does the Grudge Dive, and he takes a prize. Oh my gosh, right as I was praising Sax, his whole list spills out. Steven literally just did this. Oh my gosh, Steven's got the whole deck now. I can't stop that, that's not cheating. Sax revealed his deck. Whoa, okay guys, okay, whoa, you're kinda going overboard on the content here, okay. Yeah, uh-oh. Alright. So, Sax evolves to Heliolisk. Heliolisk has dry skin. Kind of similar to the video game. Basically, whenever Heliolisk gets hit by a Pokemon that has a water energy attached to it, the damage is reduced by 20, and then Heliolisk takes the water energy, and it's attached to Heliolisk until it leaves the board. So he's stealing water. He's stealing, you know, Steven's not running any other basic energy. He's not running grass for the last attack on Frosmoth or the rest of Ice Dance. So Sax is trying to promote Heliolisk as this big mainstay threat in this matchup. You know, tanking the water attacks and then hitting hard with Parabolic Spark, both the power and the attack, going crazy. Justin, I think he misclicked. It is Sax though, so we can ask our Sax expert here, K. Willie. You know, he's known him for years. Kaylee, do you think Sax revealing his deck was an accident, or do you think it was like some 5D chess move, and now Steven's in shambles because he's actually like overthinking what Sax is playing? But as we saw earlier, Sax was very blunt. He was like, I see grass weakness, I attack with grass Pokemon. Price card. Whoa, Sax. Alright, so already we got the double attachment, but he doesn't have the third energy, so he has to pass. Bam! Steven's turn. Now, for anyone watching that plays standard Pokemon, or not Pokemon at all, Justin, thanks for tuning in. Justin, these are prize cards. Think of them as stocks in Smash. If a player takes all 6 of these, they win. So whenever they get a knockout, they get to take a prize card. So Steven has taken a knockout, and he only needs 5 more knockouts to win the game. Same thing for Sax. Yeah. See, K. Willie says he's cooking. You know what? I believe you. Is this the Sax redemption arc? You know, he kind of had a rocky start, kind of throwing out some darts, you know, what jokes are going to land. Obviously too many at the Barnes & Noble employees. They hate him now. But we got another Arita. Here's the thing about Arita. She's not just good for openers. She's good the whole game. Because she keeps grabbing water Pokemon and items. Alright, as soon as you grab his Japanese Quaxley. That is allowed right now until we get the more English print. And switch. This is another reason why Arita's so strong. So what Steven might be doing is switching Basculegion, which is a very... Oh no, he's just hard retreating? We'll see. Basculegion is an amazing bench sitter, like Terrakion, Buffalat, and Drudigan, because he's a revenge killer. And revenge killers, like you saw, the second your Pokemon go down, you bring in your revenge killer to just swing back momentum. Uh-oh, we got Greninja. He's probably... Yep, here... Oh. Here comes the break. So, in this format, each player gets 1 form change or a Z-Crystal. Steven is changing Greninja to Greninja Break. Look at that HP difference. Now he has to take 20. So he's at 150 right now. But now what Steven's going to do is he's going to throw out Giant Water Shuriken. You know, for all you avid readers, I'm not even going to say anything. There it is. And then Water Shuriken. Now I'll help out the non-readers here. You got to discard a water, and you can place 20 damage on the board. These aren't attacks. Once you attack, your turn ends. So Steven has found a way... Oh, see, he's already played... Steven did the double Shuriken, hit Heliolisk, which bypasses Dry Skin, because Dry Skin says attacks. And I think he's going to Water Shot. Alright, so now Steven's winning the prize race. Steven promotes Electabuzz. Oh, that's smart. Okay, so one thing about free retreaters is they're almost always the prime targets when you need a new Pokemon. When your Pokemon's knocked out, you must promote something before you start your turn. So if you have a free retreater, you might as well put them up most of the time because it's free pickings. You know, it's a free choice of who you want if you want to change attackers. The only case, usually they don't do that, is if the opponent has a retreat punisher. Galvantula, Dugtrio, these Pokemon are known to just apply a bunch of punishment if the opponent retreats. Alright, we're seeing the combo here. Now, Sax is being nice for the stream. As you know, baby Pokemon say, baby Pokemon aren't required. If you play Electivire, you only need to play Electabuzz. But what baby Pokemon do is if you take the extra step in evolving with a baby Pokemon, you inherit everything in that evolution line, leading up to the evolution. So Electivire has all of these options right here. He also has Electabuzz's options. Look at stages of evolution. He's taking 40 less for Pokemon with special energy. And he now gets all this from Elekid. So he gets energy movement, and then he gets punishment when the opponent attaches energy. Oh, we see Rayhan. Shoutouts to Kuda. Gave me a fatty donation with cards like Rayhan and Miriam. Very cool card. I talked about revenge killers. This is a revenge supporter. Kind of like twins. Black Belt. kind of when you're at a deficit, you can use supporters like this to like regain momentum. Oh, we got the form change. Okay, so Sax is very proud of this quad stack because now he's got level X. Just like Greninja Break, this is Sax's one form change per turn or per game. Now he's got this, this, and this. All options on Electivire level X right now. So Electivire level X says every time the opponent attaches an energy from their hands to one of their Pokemon, they take 20. That's just free damage. Pulse Barrier says if Steven were to ever have a tool or a stadium in play, it's all discarded. And then Electivire has full immunity next turn. So Steven could gladly keep doing it, but you know, Sax should just keep being immune. Now, here's the thing. Steven has no stadiums or tools right now. The form change key doesn't leave, so it doesn't count. Because of the keywords if you do. Looks like they're disputing something. Okay. So he's going to do Pulse Barrier. I guess he's just doing Pulse Barrier for 50. They are disputing. You can see the little simulator hands, you know, there. Now, when they, like, clench their fists and start doing this, now we're talking. Okay, well, Sax is the red hand. Now, see, Sax is explaining, no, hear me out. I do this, and then I do this. And Steven's like, oh, okay. But see, Steven's smart. You can't fool him. So Sax, you know, let go of all the Weasley plays where he's trying to get away with stuff that you wouldn't get by with a pro player like Steven. Uh-oh, I heard a shuffle. So there's kind of a dispute. We'll see what happens. I told them that they could join this voice chat if they have a ruling question. I'm going to crack open a cold one. Of LaCroix. Haha, gotcha. Yeah, I know some of you are waiting to clip that. Oh, got my beer here. But a Highlander tailgating party, keep that on the back burner. Oh, okay. So, okay, he did Pulse Barrier for 50. Now, that's interesting. I think Sax is reading the board, and he doesn't feel like Electivire level X will be knocked out yet. I mean, he does have 120 HP and some defensive protection thanks to Electabuzz. So he did like a safe 50, and yeah, that's pretty good. Electivire has an attack that you discard a ton of lightnings. Excuse me. And it does 50 times for each heads. You know, Sax is known to flip coins. He tends to center his deck strategies around it. When he says, I'm cooking, he also means coins. He's actually trying to optimize, like, the best official coin. You know, he's not going to show up with, like, a gold dollar. You know, it's like, no, that's not legal. Also, you know, either collect that or spend it. You know, we tend to go to these comics, games, card stores. You could buy a Snickers. Okay. So, Steven plays Guzma. This is a very good card. It's only one is allowed in each deck because it says pull up one of your opponent's bench Pokemon and then you as the player have to switch. Huge because here's Sax with his giant attacker and Steven is just going to pull up Zeraora, switch to Greninja Break so he can do Giant Water Shuriken, spread maybe 50. Okay, we see the first, double Water Shuriken. He's spreading 50 damage. Yep, and he's just going to knock out Electrike. Yeah, Sax did not evolve to Manectric, so Electrike gets knocked out. And he hasn't attacked yet. It's really good. One second, actually. I will say, also, let's pay attention to Starmie. Starmie's Poke Power says Aqua Recycle once during a turn. Search your discard pile for water, put it in your hand. I think you can see the bread and butter here. Water Shuriken, get it back. Water Shuriken, get it back. But here's the thing. If Sax or another player learns that the core foundation of Steven's deck resists, the engine is right here. Starmie Frosmoth. Frosmoth streams water from the deck. Starmie streams water from the discard. Honestly, I can't coach mid-set when I'm at these tournaments, but I've seen players recognize, I could have gone for some bench plays and threw a monkey wrench in that engine though. Yeah, 1 second. Whoa, opened edge there. Get that, the Microsoft endorsement. Trust me, I'm not paid by Microsoft to open that up every hour. Okay, 1 second. The match is still going. Alright. Wise words of Ryan Green. I was talking to Ryan today, aka Steven's arch rival for this season. Ryan was basically saying what Adori was saying. Steven's really good. Like, Steven has spent a long time on this list. He's been on this simulator. Been practicing. He's on the net play. His list is refined, but he's a good player. Steven doesn't make a lot of mistakes. And it's okay to make mistakes. And so Ryan was telling me today, he's like, Steven's good. And you know what? Ryan was telling me that Steven is motivating Ryan to really get down onto like maximizing one deck at a time right now. So the deck that Ryan played at this monthly, he says he wants to continue working on that because he recognizes how much time and effort Steven has put into this deck. Because, there's some memes and naysayers saying, oh, Spire fan, change this, and this about Steven's deck. And I'm like, okay, you can't change Steven. Yeah, exactly. No, Steven's on his A game every tournament. Alright, anyway, let's talk about Sax. Sax is doing the best he can. Alright, anyway. That's true. Steven is going to Pokemon Internationals. Well, best of luck, Steven. I know he plays with his local league all the time. So good on him. Okay, so another thing. Quaquaval has a power that says you can attach an extra basic energy from your hand to one of your benched. We already explained the Starmie stuff. He's just streaming energy. Imagine being able to Energy Carnival to your Frosmoth or anyone, and then Frosmoth's Ice Dance triggers, saying that after you attach from the hand, you get another energy from the deck. Adori, I will make sure Sax hears that. He might be listening to the stream right now. Sax does cook. In the early days, we were like, what, the kid's cuisine, Sax? But you know what? He cooks. Yeah. Honestly, if Sax showed up with a Mulga and 59 lightning energy, but he's established by now that he's got something going. He's got the notes. Okay, so Steven has been mad switching. Greninja's been piling up the knockout count. It's like we blinked, we looked back at stream. I know some of you guys have this in the background, Okay, pause the gaming, everyone. Let's look at the board. Bam! Steven only has 2 prizes left. But here's what Steven's been doing. He's been playing around Sax's main sweeper. if you ask me, because this has already happened, this is a huge play-by-play thing, I'm surprised Sax didn't use Discharge on Basculegion. I think Sax was playing a bit too safe, and he was like, oh, I'll Pulse Barrier for 50. Just get some chip in. No. A player like Steven, you gotta get those knockouts, you know? Yeah. Okay, that's a good point. See, Basculegion has no poke power. There are a lot of decks that punish powers. And so Steven playing Basculegion lets him bypass certain strategies that just hard wall or hard punish Pokemon with powers. Oh, we see the Lysander from Sax. Lysander is the parallel to Guzma. You could run one or the other, not both. Some people run Lysander because, you look at Sax's situation, he does not want to pull one of these guys up to spend for a retreat. He has his attacker. He wants to keep his attacker active. Lysander. He's pulling up Greninja. Sax has 4 lightning energy. 5. So, Electivire has a power called Motor Drive, and once per turn he can attach a lightning from the discard to Electivire. He takes 10. Okay, we're flipping. I think we're flipping 5 times. Here we go. Oh, he's prepping the coin. That's 1. You can't hold on. Don't actually physically touch the coin. Alright. I know Sax likes the show. You know. Yes, Sax, we're seeing this. You can hear him in the voice chat. What? No, I need a new coin. Hear me out. Oh, Sax, hold on. Alright, so he flipped 1 heads. Greninja's at 120. Needs 50 more damage. Uh-oh. Sax is, explaining something about Electivire. You can see that hard hand placement. He's like, no, see, here's my plan. Oh, escape rope. Nasty. It's like Guzma, but you don't get to choose. Which is still really good, because Sax just spent all his resources to have his big attacker in the active slot, and now he has to put someone else out. Starmie's got a free retreat, so Steven's going to quickly, boom, free retreat. Back to Greninja, or someone else. We'll see what he does. It's true. I actually talked to the Tabletop Sim devs, and they were just like, oh yeah, ever since we learned Sax joined Highlander, we've actually changed the algorithm every time he launches the game. I haven't revealed that information until tonight, but if Sax is listening right now, then he might be a stream sniper. Just kidding, you can't see the hand, so this is all skill. Oh. Sax is just, alright, that's it, that's 6 prizes. Steven got the double prize. We'll see if Sax wants to go first or second. This is 2 out of 3. The person that lost the first round gets to choose if they want to go first or second. So, play-by-play, Sax, if you're watching this at 2 in the morning while you have your sketchbook out and you're trying to get the notes down for the June monthly because you want to win, here's my feedback. When you had Electivire level X active with 3 lightning energy against Basculegion, I would not have hit for 50 in that situation. What I would have done is just do the discharge. Just try to get that fatty 100. You need 2 heads, go for it, knock out his guy, take the fatty prize, set up the board. There goes his revenge attacker. I'm sure you guys are recognizing play-by-plays of when do I do safe damage, when do I do risky damage. If Sax's deck was more based on defense and healing, when people play Superior, Nidoqueen, stuff like that, Defender, then yeah, you can do the safe Pulse Barrier for 50. If he, if he finds ways to swing defensive numbers to live, But Steven's deck is just so aggressive. You just saw the Guzma and then Escape Rope the next turn. If you see a potential for a knockout, you probably should go for the knockout in this match. Alright, they are setting up. We will see who goes first. Sax is contacting me on the game chat. I have my notes right next to me, by the way. You know, I'm sure you do, Sax. So, they did play 2 games, and I gave them this offer. I said, you guys can play 1 game, but if you want to if you want to reset the full set for the sake of just wanting to play on stream and getting better, you know, go for it. The shop had to close. They ran out of time. I was like, go. This is a rare situation. I'm glad you guys were having a good time. I'm having a good time. They're playing the full 2 out of 3. So Sax is still in this. And then I'll tally in the results and we will announce the results of first and second for the monthly. Don't forget Ryan and K. Willie entered as well, but they finished their games. And that's no shade to these guys. They literally, this matchup, when I was catching as a judge, when I was walking over, it was going crazy. Like they were prize tying like the whole time. So we'll see what happens. Sax wants to go first. Okay, here's some. Wait. Okay. For a second, I thought that Electivire or Electrike had the other ancient trait at the top that stopped abilities like Mega Sceptile EX and expanded. Okay, but he's got Barrier, which is good. Barrier stops stuff like Guzma from pulling up Electrike. We see the double level ball opener into Emolga. He is not going for Elekid. He probably prized Elekid just as like, I might as well. You gotta prize something. So you don't need Elekid. He's a nice bonus, but in this matchup, it looks like he's just going for Electivire. Another smart thing about that, Steven doesn't really run special energy. He's kind of streaming basic energy. So that Pokebody, is never going to activate. So, good call by Sax. He's already adapting. He's like, wait a second, I don't think Steven plays any special energy. I'm not even going to run Elekid for this match, or this game. Okay, we got Hilly up top. Okay, this is a full bench setup. Because he did call for family. So now it's Steven's turn. Oh, we see it again! Steven's not a cheater. I've heard people say, how's he get it every time? You know what? He's got 3 Arita, and he's got Battle VIP Pass. So you streamline all these statistics of opening with Battle VIP Pass. And a 13 card opening hand. Now, you know what's really scary? Headache. If Steven gets that water, attaches it, and flips heads, Sax is going to be locked from playing a supporter, trainer, or stadium the next turn. Uh-oh. Whoa, Justin. I thought you guys were cooperating pretty well from, last night's stream. Is this where you vent out all the stress you have for your melee doubles teammate? On my Highlander tournament? Notice I said my, because I want to look more like, a selfish jerk here. So anyway. Amazing lead. We're talking about amazing leads here. Emolga, great. Lapras, great. So, Seafaring lets you grab 2 water energy, 1 from the deck, 1 from the discard. But Carrion lets you grab a tool supporter and a basic energy card, and you put it in your hand. Looks like he's going for Carrion. Professor's Research, huge. Discard your whole hand, draw 7. That is a bonus. Both of those effects are a bonus in this deck. Because Pokemon like Starmie want water in the discard. That's some good synergy. Alright. So how's Sax going to reply? Also, this stadium is out. This stadium lets both players grab a water or fighting once per turn, put it on their bench. But Sax doesn't run those types, so it's only benefiting Steven. Kinda. I'm not going to give away what Sax could do now that that's out. But. Oh, elective. See, this is what he wants. He skipped Elekid. This is the trade-off of baby Pokemon. Baby Pokemon reward you with a ton of new options, but they take one extra turn to evolve to your fully evolved Pokemon. He wants to blitz Steven with Electivire, ASAP. Lapras is weak to lightning. We're seeing it again, folks. Hit for weakness. Open up that Google sheet. The type matchup chart is available. Sax probably has it on the tabs right now. He's like, oh, you're weak to lightning? I'm going to hit you to plasma for 80. Knockout. Sax is taking the prize. He's got the momentum. But here's the thing. Steven does have Hisui and Basculegion from yep, we're seeing it. Hisui and Basculegion. He's probably going to evolve Basculegion, attach one water, hit, but it won't be the full 80 yet. We'll see what he does. Oh no. Okay. Everyone, just wanted to say, I'm sure you avid chat talkers have been paying attention both to the game, and what's been going on in this social forum. Looks to be gradually growing. You guys are trading jokes, having fun, and just wanted to point out, we have a special guest with us now. Some of you know him, some of you don't. He hasn't played Highlander yet. He should, but I see G-dubs, oh my gosh, what happened to the game? Oh my gosh, guys, it's G-dubs. Blame G-dubs. What's going on? Oh my gosh. All right, anyway. So, Steven gets Basculegion out. Probably gonna go for that water energy. Level Ball for Starmie. Level Ball's great. Any Pokemon, 90 HP or below. Starmie, 80. Justin? So, this is sold out at Hy-Vee all the time. It's like a rare gem. It's like, people brag about the lottery. I'm like, are you kidding me? If I can get a Cherry Lime LaCroix, and then, even though it's got, aspartame, that's not good for you, but you want that treat? You pour this over ice, and you mix it with the Sonic Cherry Limeade drink mix. No sugar, that's why I said aspartame, but it's great. Okay, Willie, normal lime's good. I like the bubbly lime. I think the bubbly's a good brand. Newer in the competitive field. Coca-Cola was like, oh my gosh, people are paying for carbonated water. We don't have to have the syrup anymore. It's like, yeah, you got us. Okay, Sax is just playing around with his card. Very unprofessional. Sax, I've been complimenting you most of the night. K. Willie's been complimenting you most of the night. And here you are, playing around with the Pokemon, just rotating it. I think he's I actually think he's going for confusion. And then Steven's like, just put this on it. Alright, so Grudge Dive did not get the KO. Pokemon Highlander, huge game that swings momentum by just like a 10 damage difference. And we're seeing it right here. Now, Electivire's at 100, but still, Steven's hitting for 70. He's trying to... Technically, Electivire is in KO range from a giant water shuriken. But we'll see what happens. Alright. Now, we see Vikavolt this game. Last game, he went aggro Grubbin. Grubbin's like, let me swing at him. I'm not going to evolve. And Sax is like, yeah, true. But this game, you know, he's ready to go. We see the retreat. So Zeraora says, all Pokemon that have any lightning energy have 1 less retreat cost. Very cool. Now he's using Electivire's power. Gets a free attachment from the discard to Electivire. Takes 10. Vikavolt's power, strong charge. Search your deck for a grass or a lightning energy. Attach it to any of your Pokemon. Bam. And then he's got a lightning on Electrike. Manual attachment, the DCE. He's going to discharge. And this is guaranteed. Hey, Cameron! Hey! Okay, Professor Kukui. Draw 2 cards, plus 20 damage. Pretty nuts. He wants those numbers. Basculegion's weak into Dark, so he can't be hitting for weakness here. He's gonna have to discard. DCE counts as 2. This is 2 colorless energy. So he is, excuse me, he's discarding, 3 energy for 110. Wait, well, what's he doing? What's he doing? Oh, okay, Giant Cape. Okay, so Giant, Giant Cape. I was like, you know, calculations, numbers. This is why Sax has the notes on the side. You know, he actually was doing math of the tournament. Okay, so he knocks out Basculegion. There goes the Revenge Killer. So, okay, when you see the little eyeballs, by the way, when you see the little eyeballs, that means he's looking at his prizes. In Highlander, you're allowed to look at your prize cards. So and we talked about this earlier. So the cool thing about Highlander is you can plan out what prizes you want throughout the game. And what's cool is it's like a second hand, but it's a prize card, so you're rewarded for the KO. So I don't know what Sax grabbed. His hand is pretty big, so it's not like he would be desperate for a supporter, most likely, but you can grab a supporter to stream momentum. We'll see later. He might play what he got, so. Okay, so we see the Floatstone on Snom. So Floatstone is another one-of card, and it says your Pokemon have a free retreat. Very good. Frosmoth, in Steven's deck, Frosmoth doesn't attack much, we've seen. Sometimes he does Icy Wind, and it's pretty lethal. But it's smart to get the Floatstone onto Snom, just in case it gets pulled up, and he can freely retreat. Because he did Professor's Research, so he had to discard it anyway. He might as well attach it. I will say, though, I won't say it yet. We'll see if it comes into play. So, what's up, Quxie? Thanks for joining. This is a Pokemon TCG tournament. Our online monthly is in a week and a half. So, you know, if you're wanting to pick up on Pokemon, you know, contact Sax. I was paid to say that. So, Sax has taken 2 prizes, Steven at 0. Sax has some good momentum here. What Steven's doing is he had to Professor's Research and discard his hand. Rescue Stretcher lets you grab a Pokemon or 3 from your discard pile. And depending on your option, as you can see, they go to the hand or they get shuffled in the deck. So let's talk about Golduck. Very cool Pokemon. Golduck's power says once per turn, both Pokemon are confused. So Golduck can actually sit on the bench and just keep firing off Chaos Flash, and both Pokemon will be confused. Now, you would think, why would I confuse my own guy? When you're confused, it's a 50-50 shot if you can attack. Steven runs a lot of free retreaters, like we just talked about with Floatstone. Floatstone and Starmie, so he will gladly... Yeah, what's up?
With Rescue Stretcher, do I have to put 3 back into the deck if there is 3 in the ditch?
Shovel, yeah, you have to do as much as possible.
Okay.
Yep, good question. So, Pokemon is a pretty literal game with its text. Like, you'll go to big tournaments like internationals and the judges will tell you, do as much as the card says. And you're like, oh, okay. So if the card said, you know, take my opponent's prize cards, you're saying that's okay? Do what the card says. So if it says hack into their PayPal and take $200, that's okay. What did I just say? It's like, whoa, okay, you know, they're okay. That's how the game plays. All right. That card's probably banned now, but. All right, so I'm interested to see what Steven does to pick his momentum back up. We were talking about Golduck. Causing confusion might be able to save you a turn or two. Because, you know, Sax has to play risks. But Sax has the counterplay of Zeraora. Now all his lightning Pokemon have 1 less retreat, or Pokemon with lightning energy. So if he gets confused, he can just freely move around. So we'll see what happens. So I think Steven's looking at his prize cards. It's very interesting. We're so used to Steven just being on this strong momentum streak in a lot of his games. So when Sax is promoting pressure ASAP, you know, seeing Steven evaluate his prize pool is pretty rare. And it's not a bad thing. Steven's doing the right plays here. You know, when your opponent is applying pressure like this, it's like in Smash, if you're losing neutral, you stop for a little bit. Or, you know, you wave dash back and you stop your tempo. You change your tempo a little bit because you're like, okay, that's obviously not working. What do I have in my toolkit? What do I have as a player that can adjust against my opponent's momentum? We see Greninja. I think Steven... We'll see if Steven does Greninja break. Uh-oh, G-dubs. Whoa! Did someone hack into G-dubs' account? What's going on here? G-dubs. To dash dance, you have to turn away. You know, but then again, G-dubs is probably on some like Black Book, 10D chess, Lovecraftian forbidden knowledge stuff with Melee. And wait, he's right. Everything I've done in competitive Smash is not correct in how to play the game. I'm sorry. I almost stopped the stream. New life realization here. Alright. So we see Greninja break. Sax looking at his hand. Okay. I'm confused from Golduck, you know. I mean, it's a freebie. You might as well confuse and then retreat, for the most part. There are rare cases you don't want to do it. There are Pokemon that say, like, if you have a special condition, you just get harsh punished. It's just brutal. Alright, we see the Giant Cape on Heliolisk. Both players using Giant Cape. Underrated card. So, this card came out in the black and white era, Gen 5. And at that time, power creep was nuts. You know, basics were running around with 180 HP. This card wasn't played a ton, a little bit with Garbodor. But Highlander, we play a generation back in power levels. So as you can see, the HP is a lot more condensed, which is, you know, that's part of the design. So swinging a plus 20 HP bonus is nuts. But it's not broken. That's why it's like underrated right now. Giant Cape has been talked about, but it's not like on the radar. You gotta be strategic about it. Oh, we see the Raihan. So again, very interesting. So Steven did take a prize. What's cool about Raihan is you don't have to be behind in prizes to use it, like Twins or Black Belt. They just have to take one prize. So he's getting a huge momentum swing, but he's already in the lead in prize cards. So Sax, you know, I'm tapping into the neural pathways, quote by quote. Hold on. No, one second. Hold on. No. You see his hands like sporadically moving. Okay, I do this. Okay, no, let me cook. Hold on. And Steven's like, okay. No problem, man. See, oh, he's going off the mat. Oh, an attachment, a movement. So, what is cool about this is Giant Cape, obviously the plus 20, but Heliolisk is a tank in this matchup because of dry skin. When they hit Heliolisk, it's minus 20, and he takes the water energy. The challenging part is Greninja, because Greninja is going to be firing off 30 and then 20 as long as he has 2 water in his hand. And that bypasses dry skin. But I think the Giant Cape is to help circumvent that, for sure. Oh, he wants Greninja gone. He ain't having it. So his attack, he can discard as many lightning energy on his board, and it does 30 plus 30 for every lightning discarded this way. So he can discard 3 and do 120. Greninja Rake's got 170, currently 20 damage on him, so Greninja needs to take 150 damage. And you know what? We haven't seen Vaporeon yet. So far, so good with the early statement. The play-by-play book. It was probably in Sax's notebook. You know. What a hard prediction. You know, Sax, you should join the NFL draft. I heard you can make a lot of money there. Yeah, Sax just hit pretty hard with Parabolic Spark. Greninja has 60 HP left. So, if you want to know where the damage is, it's this, 110. I'll zoom in a little bit. So, boop, boop. Steven's turn. Steven's got a hand of 5. Frosmoth Starmie help him kind of supply his hand with a higher count. We're seeing that right now. Starmie's about to grab him a water energy. Okay. Ooh, okay. That is when we see this in person too. The decision attachment. You know, I wouldn't call it hesitation. It's more about just, fork in the road. Steven obviously has to commit an energy attachment somewhere, but, that quick, hold on. He's holding that energy for a bit. Because Greninja's last attack costs 3 energy. So he's technically not going to be hitting for Aqua Blast unless he finds a way to get past his 1 attachment per turn. So I think he's banking off... What he's doing is he's going to map block, most likely, and then just give Sax the water energy. Alright, so this is a tech that Sidekid started. And Leafy Camo Poncho basically says that the Pokemon with this card can't be affected by supporters. Mainly that means Lysander and Guzma. There are some cases like Team Flare Grunt, they wouldn't work, or Zerasic. But this is usually to protect, so now Sax can't Lysander up Golduck, unless he gets rid of this tool. So ever since Psykid played it in his Reuniclus Aggron deck, we've seen it a bit more. Alright, he gets a knockout. I think he definitely did some Shuriken plays. Yeah, he's doing Upstream Spirits, which says search your discard pile for as many basic energies as you like, and for each one does 10 damage times. He hits for 0 energy, so Heliolisk doesn't get to absorb the water energy. Also, Heliolisk only prevents 20 if they have a water attached. So that was a really smart play by Steven. He was like, here's my 0 energy attacker to bypass Dry Skin. Alright. Good old Manectric. Manectric has a Mega Evolution. We could see that later. He hasn't done a form change or Sea Crystal yet. Manectric stops all bench damage except for done to Manectric. Very good. Michael Torres plays Manectric a lot. Very strong card. The problem in this matchup is that Greninja places damage counters, not damage. So that bypasses that. Because damage counters are considered an effect, not attack damage. But Manectric has free retreat, just like Emolga, so you might as well promote that while you take your turn and you decide on who you want to attack with. Manual attached to Vikavolt. Okay, Vikavolt's power to Vikavolt. Marnie. Okay, Marnie's a good card. Both players have to shuffle their hands, put it at the bottom of their deck. And then Sax gets to draw 5, Steven gets to draw 4. Very good consistency for the player, and oftentimes can be huge disruption for the opponent. Think about this. Steven got a knockout. He took a prize card that was planned, and now Sax is like, nah, put that at the bottom of your deck. Like, that's kind of throwing the monkey wrench in the machine a bit, but we'll see if Steven bounces back from it. Okay, we see Luxio getting ready to become Luxray soon. So a good attacker. Alright, so we're seeing the free retreat to Vikavolt. It's probably going to charge beam the DCE, which is double colorless. Yep. So, this puts some good pressure on Steven. Steven used Upstream Spirits. He doesn't have any water in the discard anymore. He can't do a ton of damage for free at the moment. He doesn't want to promote Greninja right now because Greninja's drastically injured. Sax is like, okay, 40, I'm setting up. I have enough energy to do Electro Cannon next turn. 130. Sax is saying whoever you promote is basically going to get knocked out. Unless you can knock out Vikavolt. 130 HP. We'll see what Steven does. Sax doesn't have the tournament nerves. I'm impressed. Alright, commenters. I know you're typing. Go ahead, post it. Go ahead, let's argue. I can't believe it. We're, end of May, and here I am defending Sax's skill. But go ahead, say it. Go ahead. Oh, and by the way, Vaporeon finally hits the game, So Vaporeon's interesting. Every time your water Pokemon take a prize, they get a counter, and that counter says they have plus 30 HP. So, but, again, Steven will need to look for that knockout on a 130 HP Bruiser in order to start stocking up on, HP buffs. Oftentimes, Steven... Oh, here we go. Yeah, Sax is playing. No, I'm saying argue like, here I am defending Sax. Where are the naysayers? No, I got the time. You know, Sax could comment while he's playing. Alright, so we see Malo and Lana tag team. You get to switch one of your actives with one of your bench, and then if you discard 2 cards, you heal 120. So he's just going to do that to get Basculegion out. He's not doing the discard, he just wants the switch. Attached to Frosmoth. I think he hasn't retreated yet. I don't know if he's going to Icy Wind or not. Excuse me. But Icy Wind says they're asleep, and if they're an EX, they have to flip 2 heads to wake up. That's a good play. Steven knows his resources. That's what makes Steven a good player. The funny part is the memes are like, oh, okay, it's this guy. I'm like, bro, Steven is attacking with Frosmoth as we speak. This guy knows all of his options here. I've seen Steven just promote Vaporeon early on and use Cleanse Away to get rid of all, like, spread setups. Like, he's staying on his toes, staying nimble. Alright, he is doing Icy Wind. Now, Vikavolt resists grass, so there's no damage done to Vikavolt. But now he's going to have to flip double heads. So what makes a Pokemon an EX? He's got this double colorless energy. Oh, he's asleep. See what he does. Yeah, he's got a hand of 6. He could have a switch card or something. Now, he plays Lysander, not Guzma. So this would be a case where Guzma would be very helpful. Last game, Lysander was very helpful because he kept his main attacker up front. Or his current, big attacker. Oh. Okay, so we got evolution to Luxray. 3 really strong attacks. If you can knock out with Fang Snipe, sometimes that just locks in the game. The reason I say that is because you take out their attacker, and then Fang Snipe lets you freely discard a card from their hand. Most players only have 1 supporter in their hand after they end their turn. At most, usually. Like, that's the average. They want to keep 1 supporter to draw more cards. So if you can Fang Snipe their 1 Cynthia, sometimes they just dead draw. And you just cut off their resources, Most. Okay, so we see Spark, a good Sax card. Basically draw 2, flip if heads, attach a lightning from your discard. Sax gets tails. It doesn't phase Sax. We don't see the tables shaking and stuff. That would be an automatic game loss. But Spark, pretty good. Pretty good. Sax definitely. I see the synergy, player and card here. So Icy Wind might have been a crucial play. Sax might pass. He might not have a switch card. Was this a misplay by Sax? He knows what Frosmoth does. And I mean, Vikavolt resists grass, so he's not taking damage. But Steven's still a little bit on the run, so he's like, I need more time. He's like, here's Icy Wind. You're going to have to flip 2 heads to wake up. Alright, so he has to pass. Ooh, man. Okay. This really is a game of inches. What that means is, like, you give your opponent an inch in terms of a mistake or a play that doesn't go as planned, and the opponent takes a mile out of it. And what we're about to see is potentially Steven with enough momentum for that 1 turn he needed to get rid of Vikavolt. We'll see what he does. Yeah, so now remember, Malolana says when they're active, that's when he heals, but he didn't do the bonus effect. I do mention that, obviously, have you seen Starmie loves the discard pile, so usually the cost of Malo and Lana tag is not a problem. We're seeing some good strategic plays by Steven. Here's the thing, too. And, you know, the deck lists get the winning deck lists get posted each month, but you can go back and look at the past Greninja lists he's played. Highlander is a game where your deck is firing off all cylinders. What that means is, like, look at this. Like, discard has cards everywhere, deck has cards everywhere, his bench has all these different options. Everything you put in here is going to be tested. And you as a player need to utilize that, you know, to the best of your ability. That's what, you know, a big factor in skill comes in. So, by using Icy Wind, he bought himself a turn, bypassed getting hit by Electro Cannon, and now Steven's about to hit with, I'm going to guess Aqua Blast for 120. Oh, and he's gonna double Shuriken. I don't know on who. Maybe Luxray. Maybe Zeraora. Cynthia. See, this kind of goes back to what I was saying about Luxray. You know, Steven was keeping that Cynthia store to get himself a fresh new hand. So Aqua Blast does have a pretty, you know, it has a cost. You discard 2 energy. But here's the thing. Greninja's at 110, 60 damage to knock it out. Steven's like, you know, I'm going to go off the bank. Like, if I'm going to go down, then I'm just going to throw out a ton of damage on the board. Try to make Sax panic. So knocks out Vikavolt. This was on stream. This is good for the article. I've talked about in Highlander Bunker Wars and Momentum. That Frosmoth play, that might have got him the momentum he needs. You know, we'll see how the game plays out, but that was nuts. Oh, we're seeing a board reset. Let's see what that entails. Everything's on stream, so we'll see it again. I think someone's trying to load like a new coin. I think Sax is just tired of the Yamper coin. Oh, we're seeing it again. Sax might just be forfeiting now. He's just raging at the table. And here K. Willie was complimenting Sax, but, you know, just old behavior starting to come out of the ground. I hate to see it. Alright. Oh, this is big. Good on Steven for doing that. He should do that now. So he got a knockout with Greninja, or with Vaporeon out, so he gets plus 30 HP. That's what this counter means. So now Greninja's sitting at 200, and he's got 90 left. So Sax has to hit for 90. Oh, and we see Luxray break. Alright, here's a cool combo. Sax is the first person to do this. He's gonna do the combo! Alright, Gadget Bolt. If Luxray has a tool attached to it, you can do 120 instead of 70, but you have to discard the tool. When you form change, you have to attach the form change key. No other tool can be on the Pokemon. Form change keys do not leave the Pokemon at all. So now he gets to stream 120 because this thing cannot leave Luxray break. We see the stadium replacement. This is basically his own Brooklet Hill, but for Lightning and Dragon Pokemon. Yep. Yeah, get that damage. You know, you gotta hit him where it counts. There goes Greninja. Sax was cooking. Okay. Luxray break. So he's sitting at 100 HP left. So Basculegion cannot return the KO unless he's got like Kukui triple plus power. He doesn't run triple plus power, I'll tell you that. We'll see what Steven does. This is a very good back and forth. Is he gonna Frosmoth again? Is he gonna Golduck? You know, Greninja's gone. Greninja is kind of the core of his deck. You know, every deck has a centralized core, and you got your supports, and you got your picks. And Greninja's kind of a core. Wait, what's this energy? Wait, this is, what is that? Okay, I'm just checking. I think he attached it. Okay, just checking. Okay, so I think what he's gonna do... Now, Golduck's got an attack you can't scoff at. For 1 energy, you can discard up to 2 water from your hand 40 times. Star me a stream in the water. You guys want to get better at beating Steven's deck? You know, there's the engine right there. There's the gasoline. You know, Greninja might be the poster boy of the jokes right now. You guys are funny, haha. You know, Alanos Gateway. You guys, knocked out Greninja. You know, Greninja might be the sedan, but you gotta, you know, turn the keys on and fire up the motor for the sedan to go ham on the highway, you know. Oh, the escape rope play. I think Steven's looking for a free prize card here. And Sax is like, you know what? Take it. If you can somehow knock out Rotom at full HP, which is 70, go for it. The interesting thing about this, though, is that it doesn't get rid of Sax's attacker. So that's kind of the thing, is some people realize, why don't I just keep pulling up the bench? Well, yeah, if you can find a way, but it still doesn't get rid of the current elephant in the room. But Steven might have a crucial prize card. I mean, pretty big hand. He might not need a lot of resources right now. He was really thinking about that attachment. This is interesting. Again, Steven's such a good player. It's interesting to see him very, you know, he's really thinking about these plays. Okay, Nessa, huge recovery card. Put up to 4 of any combination of water, Pokemon, and energy from your discard pile into your hand. And he just wants the full Greninja line back. Now, form changes only happen once per game, so he's not going to get the break back. But he can still try to start setting up Greninja again to get water shurikens. But he's going to play Froakie down this turn. It's going to take 2 more turns to get Greninja out. So he won't get Greninja next turn. You know, he's got to wait a bit. We'll see what Sax does in response. So he's going to have to discard 2 water to double jet for 80. We'll see if he does it. Steven's sitting at 3, Sax sitting at 3. Yep. Discards the 2 water to double jet for 80. Now, Golduck's weak to lightning. Let's see how that plays out. Yeah, Sax. I think Sax picked up from last game. He's like, I should have streamed high damage from the get-go. You gotta be that elephant in the room. You got to stampede. And so here's Luxray Break, 3 energy on it, hitting for 120 a turn. Golduck is weak to lightning, and now he's got the vitality counter, so he's going to be at 120 HP. But he is weak to lightning, so now what that means, that does help Steven, because Sax could have gone for Fang Snipe. If you can, you often want to hit with Fang Snipe or Plasma if it gets a knockout, because of the net bonus. But because of Vaporeon's vitality counter, he can't get the net bonus. He's got to go for like Gadget Ball. I mean, he could Wild Fury, but that's kind of overkill. Maybe he's got some 5D chess play where he wants the self-damage by flipping tails. If there's anyone that's doing that right now, it's Sax. Oh! Alright. So this card can only be played if the opponent has 3 or fewer prize cards remaining. But now the opponent has to shuffle it and only draw 2 cards. Steven's got a hand of 10! So, we'll see what happens. Alright, let's see if the little white hand, like, rages like this. He's looking, he's looking. Very stoic as Steven. We didn't see a rapid hand movement or something, you know? He could have the game. He could have 2 cards that he doesn't want right now, you know? We see fighting Fury Bell and Zeraora. Now this is the unchanged text version. I did have a changed version in the build, but they removed the objects, which is fine for this game. Fury Bell is plus 20 HP, not 40, but it still gives him that and plus 10 damage. So Zeraora is sitting at 110 HP. Very good. So it looks like Sax just did Gadget Bolt for knockout. Sax still needs to take 100 to get knocked out for his Elixir Break. Wait, what happened? Whoa! Yeah, good call, Sax. Don't worry, Sax, I'm watching. Uh-oh, you're not gonna hear the end of that one. I'm sure that was just a casual mistake. He meant to grab Frogadier, but hopefully Sax has matured and he's not gonna gaslight tonight and be like, Did you see? He's trying to win with Greninja and he's not allowed. He was like, whoa, Sax, calm down. Alright. So he does have Basculegion sitting on the bench, so... But what's cool is that, again, Luxray Break has such a great HP count that Basculegion still can't OHKO unless he's just got a ton of water for upstream spirits. Ooh, we see the Marty. Wonder if he drew that off of Roxanne. Very good response to be hit with a hand of 2. So he's gonna manually attack. Oh, he's taking it back. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Okay, manual attach to Frogadier. Activates Ice Dance, so he grabs another water from the deck. Up. 2 prizes each. This is crazy. It's a great set so far. Alright. So it looks like he did Aqua Recycle. Oh, he's doing it again. Yep, good. This is a good play. Icy Wind, he's going to double sleep Luxray, and if Sax doesn't have a switch card, he might be in trouble. Where's the energy? Alright, you gotta see the double flip. This is actually really big. If Sax wakes up, he can just knock out Frosmoth, and that's huge momentum. He could have a switch card, but let's see him flip. Oh, he's waiting. Alright, here we go. Oh, dude, he's awake. Sax is awake. He's live. He's armed. He's ready. Oh, Rescue Carrier. He gets to grab 2 Pokemon with 90 HP or less from his discard. Let's see who he gets. He might be looking for a late game discharge just to clean out the game, but we'll see. He's got good momentum. He woke up. Luxray Break is swinging. This is what I appreciate about Steven sticking with the Greninja deck for multiple months now. Because Brian's told me this, and you can see it with Sax. They are like, alright, Steven, I know I can't nerf you as a player, but I can get better. And so these guys, they are cooking. Iron Chef levels, you know. Hey, reality TV right here. You know, I can audio engineer the dramatic music cues. You know, it's whoa. It's like, dude, you just ordered a souffle. Who cares if there's a little bit of chocolate syrup on it? Alright. Energy on Manectric. It's interesting. Yep, knockout on Frosmoth. Just gonna do the Gadget Bolt. Sax at 1 prize left. This is game 2, people. A 2 out of 3 set. Now Steven gets Greninja back. Now, what is Sax planning? That's the question. Because here's the thing. We're probably about to see it. Steven's probably going to promote Greninja, Evo Soda, Aqua Blast for 120, get rid of Luxray Break, Vitality counter, Greninja's at 150 HP. And then Steven will be at 1 prize. Okay, Starmie, your free retreater. Wait. Is that Frosmoth or is that Starmie's? Okay, I'm just checking. Okay. So, definitely want to, I mean, it's a free evolution from the deck or the hand, so he's going to go for, oh, yeah, this is looking like the Aqua Blast play. Evolve from deck via Evo Soda, get Greninja. We're looking at 120 damage on the board, but Aqua Blast makes him discard 2 water. He has Starmie, but he can't stream a double Aqua Blast. We know by now that Steven is not running Special Energy. There is a play where you could attach DCE, and that covers your cost, so you could Aqua Blast the next turn. That is, you know, of course, you'd have to have 2 water and a DCE, but okay, he's gonna do it. He wants Luxray Break gone. Hand of 5 versus Sax's hand of 3. Vitality Band, which means +10. That might be an intimidation tactic, because Sax is at 1 prize left. Marnie, okay, that's smart. Here I am saying intimidation, but when you Marnie, there are cards you probably don't want to draw again right now, and he might as well just put the Vitality Band down now, so he doesn't have the chance of redrawing it mid-late game. 5. Now, that also puts Sax at 4. Here's the thing. Sax could have put Lysander in the prizes. He could have just grabbed Lysander. So the fact that Steven just Marnied him, he might have thrown Sax's plans in the gutter. But we'll see what happens. And Aqua Blast. Yep. 120. Luxray Break's gone. 1 prize each. This turn is crucial. Now, Sax chose to attach energy on Manectric last turn. I'm curious what he's going to try to do. Vitality counter, Greninja sitting at 150. I think he's taking it back. I think he's like, hold on, I want Emolga as my start. Okay. Oh man. Alright. 1-1. Steven at 6 cards in hand, Sax at 5. Sax is looking at his hand. He might have got Marnied pretty tough. He might have got Marnied into a very tough situation. He obviously... Volkner. So that's not Lysander. He gets a item card and a lightning energy. Okay. It's good. Gets his attachment. What's his item gonna be? Letter. Okay. There's Boltund. Okay. Boltund is very good. Knocks out any Pokemon that's an EX with the damage counter. But also just does a ton of damage for all your if you have a ton of lightning energy on your board, his Volt Storm does a ton. Letter to lightning. Now, I say this is big, but you need to look at the opposing side. I don't see right now a current way for Steven to knock out unless he finds an extra attachment for Aqua Blast again. So, Sax is calling that out, saying, I don't think you have the KO next turn. I'm about to set up like crazy. He's using Electrify, and he's just mass attaching. He is telling Steven, if you do not knock me out, here comes Zero Aura, discharged, a bajillion damage. You know? What does Steven do? Here we go. Yeah, Water Shuriken. Okay. Does he have... He's got Vitality Band. Starmie, get back the water. Oh, he's gonna Water Shot for 70. Or Upstream Spirits. Does he have enough for Upstream Spirit? 5, 6, 7 because of Vitality Band? That's 70. That's a KO. And that's game. Yeah, whoa, Steven! Alright, yep. That's it. That's the set. Let me put in the results real quick. Sax, Steven, feel free to join the commentator voice channel if you want to do some post-game reflection. Salt. Oh, but you know what? Sax is mature. There might not be salt. Let me put the results in, though. All right. So, for the May Monthly, second place, Ryan Green. I will archive Ryan's deck myself. Ryan played a Hydreigon Enamorous deck. It was very cool. Lots of mass energy swapping and protection. And first place is Steven. So, Steven, if you're listening right now or later, please lay out your deck in the simulator, take a Steam screenshot, and then we'll use that to archive. And again, both Steven and Ryan win prizes, so I will see you guys at the next in-person monthly with the prizes for May, and then we're playing for June. But again, thanks everyone for tuning in. Sax, Steven, if you want some post-game commentary, the interview, you can join the voice channel. I'll tell them that right now. We're not ending stream yet. Hold on. You know what? I'll join their channel. They're both in there still, so... Hello, everyone. Welcome to the post-game commentary.
Yeah. What'd you say?
I said, welcome to the post-game commentary.
Did you like those, the double heads I flipped on Luxray?
Yeah, no, that was crucial. That was big.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about that, yeah. No,
that's why we have to put a skill into the game, or skill coin.
No, that was a very entertaining set. So Steven, you don't have to do it now, but you got first place. whatever, fan out your deck, take a Steam screenshot, send it to me, and then I'll use that to archive.
All right.
And then Ryan's deck, I can just take a picture, whenever. I don't know if you guys heard, but the online monthly is the Saturday after this one. And then the in-person monthly is a week after that. So they're coming up fast. And we're going to have a big update Friday. So we're rolling.
Oh God, that's going to be... Is the update for Friday going to be applied to the weekend tourney?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude. Update, and then you guys got a week to prepare with the update. But there's no changes to the current Pokemon. That's all I can say.
Revavroom, let's go!
Well, I didn't say that. Sax, hold on. You already know.
Revavroom!
Oh my
I love
gosh,
Revavroom!
Here we go.
He's a skilled Pokemon.
Sax,
Even
you did
more
a good
skilled
job.
than what's his name?
Well, see, Sax, K. Willie was praising you in the chat, but now he's saying Steven the Go. Uh-oh.
Well,
Oh,
K.
no.
Willie, what was our score? Didn't K. Willie lose the first ever Highlander overtime?
Sax, come on.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Sax, Sax, we were praising
he started
you.
it. He started it, man.
Sax, we were praising you the whole night.
Throw the first punch. That first game was a wash. I had both Luxio and my Boltund and prize cards. I couldn't get anything going first game.
Yeah, I made a comment. Okay, Willie says LOL, all caps. That's important. I made a comment. I'm sure you noticed when you promoted Electivire level X, you did the safe pulse barrier, and I was like, oh, he should have just discharged. Like, try to knock out. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought about that, but I didn't know. I just wanted the set damage instead of... I mean, I did have a lot of stuff, but I sacrificed Grubbin early on to get an early knockout, which really hurt me.
Dude, the chat was going crazy. We're like, yo, the Blitz, the Grubbin Blitz. We're not saying that you had the type matchup chart open on a tab, but, maybe it's ingrained in the brain. But yeah, we were praising Steven's use of all of what's in his toolkit, and he was like, bam, Frosmoth, I need some turns,
Did you go undefeated this month again?
Technically no, because we had to do the reset because we kind of ended in a draw. So.
So you went like what 3-1 or 3-0 in matches? Though?
Yeah, out of all sets, he went 3-0. In fact, I will bring it up right now. He had such a close game with Ryan, and both of them will tell you that the first game... So Ryan's running a Namorous, and a Namorous says all your Pokemon with Fairy Energy aren't affected by the opponent's abilities. Ryan benches a Namorous, but he forgets to attach his Dragon Energy to Como. And so Steven just double Shurikens knockout. And Ryan's like, oh crap! He's like, that could be it!
Oh no. I thought I was going to lose that second game a lot earlier than... I ended up losing it.
Dude,
I brought
you held
it back.
out.
Yeah. I was sweating towards the end. I was like, oh shit, no, wait.
Yeah.
You were cooking Sacks. That's the thing. Your character development of this arc has been crazy. Manga writers take notes.
We're on the redemption arc. Next month is the villain arc. Why you fucking go all out?
Just as I'm praising him. K. Willie's still in the chat.
You get another week of redemption. And then we go into villain arc, and then we go into the undefeated arc, where I become like the mega villain. Like it's like when you're fighting the final boss battle. You're fighting the final boss battle. You're like, man, I just got through like this really hard fight. I finally defeated him, and boom, second health bar comes up. It's my second deck I brought to the monthly. Boom, I submitted 2. One of them was a fake name. One of them was actually me. That second one is going to be dish.
Great fun casual matches. 70. You get disqualified. Yeah.
I bring 2 decks to the monthly. Boom.
Sorry.
Sit down.
Hey.
I'm playing friendlies. Boom. Okay. Time's called. We're going for actual matches. Hey, I'm not playing under this persona. I'm playing under this persona. My villain persona this month. Boom.
Oh,
I already submitted the deck list. It's legal.
Evil
Well, Sax, we're already saying a list submitted is a list committed, so that's not gonna work.
But I'm going to submit both of them under Sax, so then that way you can...
the first one I see on the Google Doc is what you submit.
They're both going to have, like, slight typos. One's going to be 6, one's going to be sex.
I need 60 cards. Man, we were praising Sax as a professional this whole stream, and then I had to say, let's interview the players. Uh-oh. Sax, what's going on?
Dylan Arc, that's what's going on.
Content.
Yeah, this is all content.
Yeah.
I threw for content that
Sax does have, like, that film major expertise. He's going to get out the camera at Highlander events and start planning, like, this documentary. We're like The Office, but it's Highlander.
The Folly of Frog.
No, Steven, we were saying on the stream. I don't know if... Did you hear the Ryan quote? Did you catch that?
No, it did.
Okay, you guys are good sports. You know, you were honing in on each other's commentary. So Ryan messaged me today, and he was like, you know, we were kind of making fun of the memes of, like, you guys posted, like, anti-Greninja propaganda, and so Ryan was like, no, man, it's Steven. Steven's a good player. There's other things in his deck. He's like, it motivates me to improve my one single deck right now rather than play a bunch. You can do either way, but Ryan now is telling me that because of Steven, he's like, that's it. I am fully committing to this deck right now, and I want to keep getting better with it. And I was like, oh.
You know, I'm scared if he starts throwing Flapple in there. Flapple is annoying little minx.
Flapple is like Reuniclus, where, like, the newer players might go, oh my gosh, it's fully evolved, but 50 HP. And I'm like, okay, well, if you don't protect it, then that's on you. But if you do, kind of like Reuniclus, you just can go ham. Yeah.
You know, as well as, like, throwing Trainer Courts. Because I was looking there, I'm like, Ryan, you could do Trainer Court in that deck, because I had to stop playing Trainer Court just to make sure you don't go off.
Yeah. No, that was another match I wish was streamed. I wish the whole tournament was streamed, but that's okay. We're getting there. I'm talking with the venue owners. You know, we'll try to get some IRL Highlander live streams. So.
What's that stadium that was in Scarlet Violet? You draw, you flip a coin. If you land heads, you can pull a Pokemon out.
Oh, Messagoza.
Yeah. I want to see more people run that with, like, I want to see more people run that with, like, even Electivire would be good, because then you can... Oh, wait, no, it doesn't work like that.
Villain Arc. I already hear it.
Yeah.
You know what he's doing?
Yeah, run that with a...
you guys hear it?
With a Tauros, where you can just get rid of it after using your first turn.
Okay, you're actually cooking. I thought you were trying to manipulate the masses, because if everyone else plays the stadium, you don't have to, and then you get their benefit. Yeah.
Is there a card or an ability which has all of the opponent's flips on the next turn are tails?
A Shift Tree.
So it's like Shift Tree is only for confusion though, right?
No, Shift Tree just says they always flip tails their turn.
Wait, okay, wait, hold up, I can't be releasing I gotta go, I can't be
releasing. Yeah, you're on stream, Sax.
He's like, yo, wait.
The funny part is he's actually cooking. I'm hearing it. I'm hearing the gears turning.
I gotta stop before I...
Oh, he's back. He wants the fame. See, this is a villain arc.
I'm telling you, once you release Rev-Room, it's over.
We don't even know what it does.
I'm telling him. Don't worry, I'll send my
Oh yeah, so
my balance changes to you for this upcoming Friday or whatever.
Oh, it always goes directly to spam mail. So Adori, they're playing like on the older build. So the guy that originally made this tabletop thing had like a giant koala.
That says right.
So just to save room, I had to delete some of the objects and stuff to clean out the table. But yeah, he lives on, his legacy. Yeah, you know, this is the screenshot we're looking for, the money shot. You know, there you go. Yeah, koala's kind of an underdog right now. Everyone talks about cats and dogs. Great animals, by the way. But, you know, this guy's just like, yo, giant koala. It's like, yeah, I appreciate it. It's the rogue deck of animal, you know, memes and, you know, fame. All right.
I think it'd be really cool to have a raccoon as a pet.
You know what, Sax? I bet you can go in your backyard tonight and start working on that.
I actually can.
Oh, is this the list, Steven?
Believe so. Hold on, I gotta do one of the... Wait, how do I do, like, the fan thing where it, like, spreads it?
It's spread.
Yeah, Sax did
right-click and spread. Yeah, you
His
see
whole
that?
list,
That was actually...
and Steven's like, oh, I got it. I win.
Get that out of here.
Oh, the disrespect.
That's crazy.
The Steven villain arc.
That began the moment I started playing Greninja.
See, Steven, but I'm a fan. Wait, where's Golduck?
For sure no one else is a fan. Wait, where's Golduck? Whoa, how did I just do that?
He didn't use Golduck in the set, but it is important to take a picture.
Yeah, you should. I don't know what I did, but I somehow put it directly from your thing to my hand. I wasn't even touching anything.
Alright.
There we go.
Yeah.
You can always spawn a Golduck break.
Right-click, flip table? Is that what I do here? How do I click flip table? Where's that? Flip table.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't run that.
He ran it in the tournament.
He did, and he got one shot.
He used it against Ryan, and Ryan's like, oh crap. Energy movement. Alright, there's the picture. Again, thanks for tuning in, everyone. I will see everyone, hopefully, at the online monthly in a week and a half. Big update Friday, and we will be playing off of the big update. So get your testing in before and after.